Just using the camera elevation, which you can't see right now, but I'm looking at the leveling app. The far tree looks like about 3 feet too high. Yeah, I'll lower that one down. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's down low enough that I can't attach it. Oh, come on. The girth of the tree is just too much. Let's do this. Okay, there. That's as low as you can go. Okay, that's good enough. Hi everybody, welcome back. We're continuing with the elevator build, and today I've got to try to hang the winch. I'm really excited about this part. I haven't finished the carriage, and if you're just jumping into this video, there's part 1 and part 2 come right before this video, and they're up in my playlist. I'll put a link up here. But the project here is to build a mountain escalator for transporting material from the road up a 12-meter ramp, which I built last week in last week's video. 12 meters is about 40 feet. So I'm going to transport materials from the road up this ramp 40 feet long to an upper platform. Today I'm going to hang the winch, and my goal is to hang it between these two trees. I've wrapped a product called tree wear. It's usually for hammocks to protect the bark of the tree from ropes and stuff wrapped around the tree. I'm going to be wrapping wire cable, steel cable, around the tree, so I don't know how much protection these things will offer, but a little bit anyway. So we're going to hang the steel cable between here somehow. I'm going to get a pulley and put it on the steel cable somehow, and then I'm going to run my winch cable. The winch will be down here at operator level. I'm going to run my winch cable up through the pulley and back down. I don't think I have the right length of cables in both cases for this span and for the winch to go from platform to lower platform, but you know, those are details that will be worked out. Today the most exciting part for me is to try and get this winch system up. Now I don't have the carrying system built yet, the carriage I've been calling it. So that's coming up, but at first I wanted to just get the winch in there and maybe, you know, drag a piece of plywood up and down the as yet unfinished ramp, just to see how it works. I've never done this before, so it's kind of exciting, and I'm kind of working through it trial and error. So let me continue making some trials and errors. So I've got two different gauges of wire, two lengths of wire of different gauges. And I don't know, one seems to be about 3/8 and the other's probably 1/4 inch. Both of them have a hook on one end. The smaller gauge cable has a significantly smaller hook. The large gauge cable has a massive hook. But nothing on the other end of both cables, just an empty cable. So I can loop this around one tree, circle it a couple of times, hook it back on itself, and I think that'll hold fine. But I don't have any hardware to fasten the other end to this tree. So I think I've got to make a trip to the store. Okay, I got lots of stuff at the store, and I found another pulley and I don't know what you call it, U-joint, U-buckle at the old mountain shack. And one more cable just in case. A two loop cable. So I've got 3 of these now, all of varying gauges. I think the first thing I'd like to do is climb up the tree and circle this around the tree and hook it. You know, put one of these shackles on the end, and then this will stay on the tree. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, it's overhead. It's low enough that I can get to it with a ladder to thread the cable that will ultimately go down to the thing. Now I could even just hang the winch directly from that thing. That's what I originally wanted to do. If I had 4 more large shackles, I could hang it. Okay, I've got the winch suspension system up now, so I need to put the winch in place. This is a winch I've had at my house for several years now. Actually, its main function is raising and lowering my turkey into the vat of hot oil at Christmas and Thanksgiving. So it has been well used for the last several years, but we're going to repurpose it now. So I've got the basic housing completed, simple box with a couple of angles in here so that the winch has some play in it. Depending on where I'm using or how I'm using the winch, I guess it could want to tip a little bit that way or tip a little bit this way. Also, I've got a, I don't know, I guess you call it an axle or a pinion of some sort. This thing right here, which is what the winch is attached to. So I'm going to, the plan is to attach the housing directly to the deck and secure the housing. Then I can remove the pinion or the, I don't know what you call that, but I can remove that at any point and take the winch. I don't want to leave the winch out here in the weather at all the time. So I'm going to put a couple of screws in here just to hold it temporarily to the deck. And then I want to run the winch through a pulley and down and maybe pull a stick up the ramp or something just to see how the line lies. Okay, that's about the maximum length. Let's see how far down we can go. So I kind of feared this, but I just wasn't sure. But anyway, the cable on the winch doesn't go all the way down. Now, that's definitely not a big problem. I can do any number of things. Anyway, from a physics point of view, the winch placed there and the winch suspension wire placed above seems to work. There's almost a straight line down. We've made some progress here. One of the key factors to this whole bit is the actual operation of lifting lumber from the road. So at this point, with this much cord on the switch, I can see directly down the line of the ramp. I can see the truck and the payload down there. I can see what's happening here on the pulley. I can probably have my hand on it to gauge if anything strange is happening. I can't do this. I probably can't do this all alone. I should have at least one more person on at the payload when I'm actually in working mode. But this is what I was really worried about. I couldn't envision. First of all, I didn't know where I was going to put the winch. So deciding to put it here, and if given that I can secure it firmly to the base, to the platform, and to the ground, this is the ideal spot for it, and ideal spot for an operator to stand and do it. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with all this.